What's up guys, Surging Storm here, back with another video. Now, not too long ago, we were absolutely starving for something in the tag genre, something to scratch that itch, that unattainable high that we haven't had since Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And with the upcoming year, now we have a plethora of options. I'm talking 2XKO, Marvel Tokon, Nen Impact, and recently joined in the fray is the Invincible fighting game. So I just wanted to make this quick video to go over maybe like a brief overview of the titles that are coming out and what I'm excited for with each of the titles. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before that, go ahead and leave a like and hit that sub button for more content. Let's get it. All right, let's start with 2XKO, the Riot League of Legends fighter that's been in development forever. It's a 2v2 tag game with a polished look and very strong mechanics. League has been a staple of mine. I've been playing, God knows, like a lot of time, spent a lot of money on a lot of skins. It's a really good game. So I was personally excited when they announced a tag fighter for it, only for us to currently be in purgatory in terms of what's coming next. Like, we have no announcement on any future development for characters, any system changes outside of the last beta, which every influencer and their mama got into and I didn't get into, so I'm kind of mad about that, not gonna hold you. But I am still looking forward for the game. I have hope that it's gonna be good. I have hope that sometime soon we'll hear more updates with Evo coming up in Vegas. They usually like to announce news there. That's like the mecca of all FGC related news, so hopefully we'll hear something there. I mean, I got a Lowy, so I'm happy. The other candidates I want, which I know for a fact is guaranteed, Vi is guaranteed, Leona, Diana, and Rel. I am a Rel fan, yes. So, blast me in the comments for that. It's being developed by OGs in FGC, so I have really high hopes for how the game is gonna come out, because they're gonna make it to where we can break it, but not make it to where it's an unfun break. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think the game has potential to be great. I think it'll go far. And if Riot puts a lot of money into it, like they do the LCS and their other ventures, I think we can have this game stick around for a very long time. All right, next up, Nen Impact. Yeah, I might have been a little overcritical with the last video, I kind of gave it its, put it in the dirt before it was really buried. So I apologize. Despite the shortcomings that the demo had, it is still a legendary anime and the game has potential. It has potential. I was a little too quick to write it off. That's my bad. But not gonna lie, I need to see some developer day one put some stops to a lot of stuff that's gonna happen, because otherwise that game will not survive the first month. So I'm standing on that. Y'all can come back and hate me all you want, but that's just how I feel. Again, Hunter x Hunter is great. Watched it. It's cool. Shout out Bisky. But yeah, like, if the game does not get put in check by the developers, the competitive scene, as fast as it starts, is as fast as it will die. And there's no sugarcoating that. Like, the developers, I know they got to see what's going on. They got to do something about the day one infinites, the way the game is running. There's nothing to do about motion inputs. Like, that's a whole nother video in itself. There's nothing they can do really about that. That's how they design the game. That's how the game's gonna be. As a fighting game player, I may not like it because I'm from the ilk of, I like to do motions, I like to do super cool combos and stuff like that with motions. But we adapt and we survive and we thrive. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always gonna be. I could get on here and make a 30-minute excerpt on why I think it's trash, but at the end of the day, I gotta just adapt to the situation and improve. That's the only way you can move forward and be a stronger competitor in this community. So yeah. In conclusion, I will say Nen Impact is gonna be good. It has legendary characters, a legendary title, OG title, triple OG anime. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the real like hardcore fans of Hunter x Hunter to get into it and give it a try and join the community. But I also want to see the developers fix the problems in the game so that way it can have that staying power that I know it has the potential to. It's Marvel, baby. Now this one for real hit me like in the nostalgia, because I started playing fighting games and taking them real seriously back in 2011, and one of the first games was Marvel 3. Picked Trombone, regretted that decision every single time I go to character select screen, but at the same time I have love for the game. I love watching the game. I love participating in the game. Whenever the game is at a session or a local, I will be the first one playing it every single time because I love the series that much. Now, Marvel being ambitious, teaming up with ArcSys to step out of the Capcom shadow and, branch out, knowing that they have way more than enough characters to start their own fighting game, and it's being 4v4. I hear there are no motion controls. Again, that's another topic for another video. I'm excited for the game. It looks amazing. It looks like it's gonna play great. I just want to see Jubilee. I just want them to put the best X-Men in the game. Leave a comment down below on who you think the best X-Men is, and if y'all not saying Jubilee, y'all wrong. I don't care. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama. That's all I got to say on that. But I believe this game can take over even the other two games I just talked about if it comes out right. Like, graphically it looks amazing. The tag system looks like it's going to be great with the way the souls exchange in the body. Some of the footage that was shown in the trailer, it looks like you just, the soul moves from one person to the other and then they jump out and vice versa. But I want to really see a deep dive into the mechanics to see what the mechanics are like and how it's going to play. ArcSys has never done wrong. Guilty Gear Strive is in an alright place right now. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really follow Strive like that anymore. But the game looks amazing. The game looks great. It plays great. I enjoy playing it when I played it. Cause I enjoy, a 3 out of 5 and we done in like 2 seconds if I get hit twice. Those are the type of games I come from. And, being a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 player, if you get cooked, you get cooked, and it's hit the rematch, we doing it again. You gotta learn how to adapt quick. So that's what this new age of fighting games need to learn. It's like you gotta learn, you get washed, you gotta come back stronger. As Yipe said, you gotta get clean, you gotta get washed before you can get clean. So that's the mantra I like to live by when playing these fighting games. But again, Marvel stepping out on its own is a big thing. I want Jubilee. I'm gonna do a video on the people that I want to see in the game, so be sure to subscribe so you can check that out. And yeah, let's hope that this game is the Marvel, the mecca of Marvel, the pinnacle of fighting games that we need in the fighting game community right now. Now, this next one came completely out of left field. Was not expecting it at all. The Invincible fighting game, 3v3. Love the show, love the comics. Again, completely out of nowhere. Being developed by the team that's behind season 1 of Killer Instinct, which is promising because, as we know, Killer Instinct is a great title. It's sad a lot of my friends I see are just now learning how great Killer Instinct was. It's like the game had like really good staying power. Hell, there's a whole combo breaker all based off of Killer Instinct. So, for them to jump into the Invincible, universe and, give us a game based off that, it's going to be real cool. I think there's a lot of unique characters in the Invincible universe for them to utilize and build a solid foundation for a fighting game. This will be like the first tag fighter that no, it's not the first tag fighter. I was gonna say it was the first tag fighter that has a break system, but BB tag is literally right there. So literally as I'm recording this, I'm eating my words. Again, Invincible, great game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to playing Battle Beast, Adam Eve, and I want to see Machine Head just because I'm a fan of Jeffrey Donovan. So again, that's the voice of Machine Head in the show. Go watch Burn Notice. But yeah, all in all, I think this is gonna be good. I want to see a little bit more gameplay from it. I seen a clip online on Twitter that made it look like kind of a mobile game. Really wasn't feeling it, but I'm like, it's pre-alpha, so I really can't sit here and judge the whole fate of the game just off of one clip. I gotta be more open-minded, and I hope as y'all are watching this and in absorbing what I'm saying, y'all give it the same open-mindedness, and let's just see what happens, because it's literally still in alpha. We really can't judge nothing off of seeing an alpha and seeing a few people play it and them saying it's really good. So let's just wait and see what happens, see what comes out, see if they give us a demo or whatever the case may be, and we'll go from there. But it has the potential, just like I said with Nen Impact, it has the potential to stick around for a long time if the developers do it right. And these are some developers that love fighting games, who have worked on a fighting game before, so it's going to be exciting to see for sure. So let's just reserve our opinion until the final hour. All right. 2026 is definitely shaping up to be year of the tag fighter. If these games deliver, we could see a whole new generation of team-based bangers on main stages across the FGC. That's one thing I'm really excited about, because we have needed a new tag fighter for years now. Marvel has had Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has had to stay in power. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was a dud. So it's good to finally see these new titles step up and try to take that mantle of, best FGC tag fighter. So shout out to all the developers for giving us these treats this year, which nobody had a clue about. So it's super dope. But let me know in the comments, which game are y'all most excited for? Which games y'all think are gonna flop? And what are you grateful for in the FGC right now? Again, I'm Surgeon Storm. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. And remember, all of us are born storms. Peace.
All of us are born storms.